Huh?
Talking to your technician back in the
Yeah, my technician. My technician's right here. It's right here. It's all right here.
Kid at the end of the line there walking, holding his pants up. Now he might get on.
It's impossible. It's impossible to access the broadcast. It's impossible to access.
Now struggling, I'm just bugging at your body. Damn, I'm loving. Need that number for sure.
Nothing but trouble with this crap.
I'm gonna do it long, gonna give it time. Girl, you know I'm the one.
Audio coming through here.
Shaking on the lines, we're gonna do it wrong, we're gonna do it right, till your eyes touch the sun. Hey girl, how are you? Do you like what I can do? Hey girl, how are you? Hey girl, how are you? Do you like what I can do? Hey girl, how are you?
What's that? That's the picture right there. Oh yeah. I'm just making sure. critic is not.
Would you dance for a reason? Oh, change with passing season. So come on, you lovers. Oh, show us all another. You know your body feel.
Bulldogs aren't out there yet.
Do you dance with a rhythm? Oh, there's on this kingdom. So loving, you were so ugly. Oh, to pass on the chance to move your body. Oh, your body will.
Vehicle collisions are the #1 killer of teens in the U.S., taking 8 young lives every day. And speeding is a factor in more than half of teen car crashes. But we can prevent these tragedies. Talk with your teen about behind the wheel. Remind them to follow the speed limit and adjust their driving for road conditions. Keep the conversation going and be the driver you want your teen to be. It's not just good parenting. It's a matter of life or death.
Remember adventure? We do. The fun begins at exploregoodcanal.com.
And we're waiting for the start of the third quarter. Diedrich Allen, Lynn Elway. Mason County kept Shelton 14, North Mason 6. Couple of turnovers for the Bulldogs that led to the points for the Highclimbers, and they're leading by 8 points. And the Highclimbers will get the ball to start the third quarter.
Yep, both teams have had to punt twice. Highclimbers, the difference in the game is Highclimbers have not fumbled, and North Mason has twice. And there have been critical fumbles, leading to scores by the Highclimbers. So hopefully the coaches got things ironed out at halftime, and will be able to keep their handle on it. But, you know, like we said earlier, the cornerbacks are kind of stuffing the play there, disrupting the momentum of the play when they charge and knock down that lead blocker, and they get to the ball carrier just after he gets the ball on the pitch.
So more of the same in the second half.
I can't see it getting any different. I think, actually North Mason, they got to be satisfied other than 2 fumbles, and Shelton hasn't turned the ball over at all. They've passed fairly okay, what they would probably expect, and they've run the ball well. They played good defense. So I can see it being a quick second half because both teams are going to run.
So the referees just reaffirmed that the Highclimbers will be getting the ball from the Bulldogs to start the third quarter. And from my standpoint, very impressed with both quarterbacks.
Yeah.
A little bit more throwing than I expected. I didn't expect any passes from North Mason at all.
Yeah.
And he's had Matt Becker has had some good passes out there. Well, I think he threw 4 of them and completed 3.
Yeah, and he's kind of, the game is dictated that they need to throw a little bit. One thing, Diedrich, you should tell for the fans is that, at halftime, both teams, when the clock strikes 0, both teams have to be on the field. And after the clock's 0, then the timer up above, or the official has the timer put on 3 minutes, because by WA rules, a safety rule is that both teams have to be out when the half is over, but they also have a mandatory 3 minutes they warm up.
Right, they started that when did they start that? It wasn't.
It's been in about probably 8 years now.
8 years, yeah, that's about right. Yeah.
It was a safety thing. Coaches would get long-winded at halftime, and the kids would come out and have to play right away, not be warmed up, and there was abnormal amount of injuries.
So Jake Henry is back, standing about his 15-yard line to receive this kickoff from Daniel Burgraff. And if I'm Burgraff, I'm kicking and I'm keeping it away from Henry. I don't care what you say. I'm kicking it
don't put words into my mouth. I didn't say they should.
Hey, I'm just saying. That's what I do.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do the same thing they did at the end of the first half.
That worked pretty well.
Yeah.
Nobody could pick up the little greased pig. And there's the run up in the kick, and he does do the same thing. It's picked up by one of the up guys at about the 25. He's still got his running room, and he's got some room to run. He's on the way on the return. He's going to go all the way, my friends. That is a touchdown. And who is that? I think is that Colton Poller, 32?
I don't know. I have trouble seeing the numbers.
Or is it 30?
All I know, it's 6 for the Highclimbers.
6 for the Highclimbers, that's right. And that's not what you want if you're Coach Beavers, but it is what you want if you're Coach Hinkle, and I'm thinking it's 36 on the run back there. Tyler Metcalf. Now we get that.
I'll get to the
yeah. That was a 60.
32.
32, was it 32?
Yeah. 32.
32, that's Colton Poller. And the point after is the Highclimbers are now up at 20-6. And see here. Getting the right personnel out there. As the point after attempt is done, and the ball is kicked up and in. So make it 21-6. Highclimbers strike quickly. In 14 seconds, they added another touchdown to their score, to their lead, and it's now 21-6. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back for the kickoff on MasonWebTV.com.
Nearly everything depends on wields the immense power of electricity. Skyscrapers that hold our commerce, ovens that warm our food, hospital beds that chirp our heartbeats. But they say, with great power comes great responsibility. This bodes well for hydropower because in the Northwest, it provides 90% of our clean, renewable energy and keeps 100% of our air clean.
Okay, we're waiting for the kickoff from the Highclimbers to the Bulldogs as the Highclimbers are now up 21-6 in the Mason County Cup, trying to bring the cup back to Shelton. And the Highclimbers have it teed up at the 40. You got Dixon and Burgraff back deep to receive the kickoff. And the ball is up. It's kicked forward. The ball is loose, and sliding on it to recover are the Bulldogs at the 40-yard line. And who was McIntosh who ends up with that with the ball?
Now, wouldn't that have been something if they got that?
Oh yeah. That was kind of one of those fluke plays because I think McIntosh is the guy who tried to pick it up, and he ended up kicking it forward about 20 yards. So it's 1st and 10 for North Mason at the 40-yard line. 11:40 third quarter. 21-6. Shelton leads. Bulldogs have the ball. And we have whistles all over the place. The only guy not to move in that formation was Daniel Burgraff. Oh,
Boy,
offsides again, huh?
North Mason got lucky on that one. Shelton was offside.
So the march off 5, and it's 1st and 5. So in these first games, they're more of a, playing to evaluate your players more so than get the W.
Well, you're also doing this to develop some momentum. I mean, like Beaver said, we plan on going to get in the playoffs and winning. And this is the first step to doing that, and you don't want to stub your foot. You know what I mean?
So as we were talking there, McIntosh got the carry straight up the middle, and there is a flag on the play, and it went against the Highclimbers.
Yeah.
We'll tack on to the end of that play. A face mask on the Highclimbers. So that'll add another few yards and puts the ball in the Shelton territory at the 45.
Well,
1st and 10.
And please understand that the Bulldogs are down by 15. The game isn't over yet.
No, that's true. That's right. But I'm just saying that.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I know. And
so Becker under center. He pitches it to Burgraff. Burgraff trying to get around the edge. Cuts it up the numbers. He's got some running room, and he'll forward for the first down.
You see how if he can get by that corner, he can do some damage. They got to get by that corner.
And that brings the ball up to the 32-yard line, 33-yard line. And there's a flag at the end of that play as well.
Well, you would assume it'd be on Shelton because tackling the guy downfield would be a whole bunch of Shelton people.
It is on Shelton. I didn't quite see that. The hand signal there.
It looked like illegal procedure, but I don't think it was.
It was a dead ball foul. I knew that. That's what I could definitely make out from here. Maybe he'll come closer to the sidelines or near side so we can see.
Dead ball face mask, I think.
Personal foul. Okay.
Yeah.
So the personal foul against Shelton. So we'll go 15 yards at the end of that play, and that'll bring the ball all the way up to the 15-yard line. Well, you're getting down the field one way or another.
Well, Shelton is just making some critical mistakes and letting the Bulldogs get some momentum, enthusiasm going, and that is not what they want to do, even though they did get that run back for a touchdown, the kickoff.
So we have a timeout as Coach Hinkle says he wants to talk to his group, and we will take a short one. We'll be right back.
Seconds count. In just 30 seconds, a small fine double eye or brain cell. Call 911, take a deep breath, and answer every question, starting with the very first one.
911, what is the location of your emergency?
911 needs your exact location. 911 needs to know where to go.
All right, we are back. 11:19 to go here in the third quarter. 21-6, Shelton on top. North Mason has a 1st and 10 on the Shelton 15-yard line due to a couple of big penalties.
See, and notice how the defensive end, how far out he is. He's there to be able to disrupt the play.
So Becker will go under center. McIntosh, Dixon in motion. McIntosh gets the ball, goes forward. I can see partly the problem here. If you looked at the end of that play, Highclimbers, we were talking about the fumbles in the first half by North Mason. It may not be that they're losing the grip on the ball, as the Highclimbers are trying to strip.
Yeah.
Because on that play, at the end of that play, you saw one of the Highclimbers trying to rip that ball out.
Yep.
Even after the whistle.
Well, and that's good coaching. That's as long as he's up, gang tackle him and do whatever you can do.
So McIntosh got a yard on that one and brings up 2nd and 9 from the 14-yard line. Becker settles under center. Hands it off to McIntosh again, straight up the middle. Now this play, if you remember from last year, that was very successful when you had Tommy Marsh back there.
Yeah.
Tommy Marsh is now graduated, and you have McIntosh out there.
Well, notice too.
I'm sorry, that's not McIntosh. Excuse me. That's yes, it is Sterling McIntosh. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Also notice there's a big gap. The two down linemen are playing on the outside eye of the guard, and the two middle linebackers are right there. Once they see the lineman blocked down to the left or blocked to the right, they're blitzing. They're blitzing and coming in. So Bulldogs have to adjust to that and come up with a play that'll hurt the high climber defense.
So it's 3rd and 5 from the 11 now. Wideouts on each side. Burgraff under center. Back to pass he goes. On the rollout. Becker throws zone a little too high for Daniel Burgraff. And Daniel Burgraff is grabbing his leg after coming down. I think that might just be a Charlie horse there. Leg cramp in.
Or shucks, how could I miss that pass?
So it brings up 4th and 5 from the 11. That was a little bit high on him. Daniel 6'4", not a short gentleman, but he is going to go out. So Becker under center. And I'll hand it off, and that went nowhere. I think that might have been McIntosh on the carry. And that'll go over on downs to the High Climbers.
I sure don't mean to belabor the point, but notice that defensive end has outside responsibility. His job is to force everything inside, and that way when he forces them inside, all his teammates can come from the inside out and slow him down.
So the Bulldogs could not capitalize on the big penalties to the High Climbers, and High Climbers get the ball back with 9:39 to go in the 3rd quarter and a 21-6 lead. So Jacob Beck under center. The I formation, 2 receivers to the far side. Hand off to Henry. He just skips his way straight ahead. Gets up to the 20. Just short of the first down marker.
Yeah.
That was more finesse than power running, it looked like.
Yeah. And I think probably why he's a rugby player.
Oh, it's Brian Nault's the rugby
Brian
player.
is
Yeah, Brian
okay.
Nault. Yeah, he's the rugby player.
Oh.
And I don't see Nault out there. Hand off to Henry again, and Grewell is there to meet him.
He has really played a good ball game. He's at almost like a defensive end, and he's coming right down the line. Remember, we talked about that the first half. If he comes straight down the line, he can catch that guy before he gets going.
And we have an official timeout. They'll give him a yard on the carry, and it's a 3rd down. Or is it? Nope, they're going to come out with a measurement.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. Either way, they're going to go for it.
That's true. Well, it's only 3rd down if they don't get it.
Yeah. Oh, is it only 3rd down?
I believe so.
I thought it was. Oh, yeah.
I think it's going to be very close. Yep. It'll be 3rd and inches, I guess is what they say. Wasn't there a commercial on the TV that says, I know it's not accurate, but 4th and this much and 4th and this much is much more exciting. But it's only 3rd down. So we're just under 9 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. 21-6 is our score. Shelton on top. High Climbers have the ball. And they're on their own 22-yard line with a 3rd and a few inches. We'll wind the clock. And Beck will bring him out. He's got a full house backfield with a receiver on the near side. Back to pass, little dump off Incomplete, just off the hands.
That means you're going to go for it on fourth.
Logan Selig couldn't pull that one in, and so now we bring your 4th and inches up. And it looked like that pass had a little zip on it too. May not.
And you notice that, by golly, they're going to kick it.
So Burgraff will go back about his 50 or so to receive the punt. 8:47 to go here in the third quarter. 21-6 is our score. Shelton on top, and the Highclimbers are going to kick it away, we assume. And we got some flags.
Take a mental note of this play right here. They were on 3rd and inches, they passed the ball rather than run it.
Right.
And then they kick it on 4th down on inches.
Yeah, but they're deep in their territory. Better be safe. I don't know. I don't want to second guess what Matt Hinkle does down there.
I don't either, and I'm not. But I'm saying that could be a pivotal play of the game.
Yeah. So a false start on the Highclimbers, anyways, and so we'll march it back 5 yards and do it again. Or maybe Coach Hinkle says, "Let's work on our punts, guys."
Yeah. Well, whatever. Yeah. I don't think he said that.
No, I'm sure he didn't. So that's a end-over-end spinning kick that Burgraff will fair catch at the 43-yard line, and that's where the Bulldogs will try and get something going. Good field position, but can they capitalize? They haven't been able to do it so far in this quarter, or at least in this game, except for the one drive.
And that was the first time they had the ball.
So 8:35 to go here in the third quarter. The Bulldogs get the ball back, working on the from the Highclimber 43-yard line. Becker will hand it off. Reinhold gets the call and powers his way forward for a couple of yards. Gets to the 40.
As we're playing a 9-2 defense.
The defense is a 9-2?
Yeah. Or at least it was on that play. I don't think they think that the Bulldogs are going to pass very much.
Well, Burgraff is their best receiver. He's back in there. Did kind of go out for a while with a, I don't know what it was. Something to do with his leg, but he's lined up in the backfield. And Becker will keep it this time and get a couple of yards on the second down run. There was once a coach that said that you hand it off, get 3.5 yards each carry, you'll be fine.
Yeah, but you got to make sure you get 3.5 yards.
Each carry.
Yeah. And right now in the first half, that between the guards and between the tackle worked pretty good, where now Shelton has them so stacked up that it would be interesting if they did make more than 3 or 4 yards, because they got everybody stacked.
So it's 3rd and 5 from the 37-yard line. 7:10 and counting on the clock.
Look at that. 3, 6, 7 guys in between the tackles.
And Becker is going to make some adjustments in the formation, taking his time. He'll pitch it to Burgraff going around the outside, trying to get to the left side. Gets to the outside, gets up to the sidelines, gets the first down right at the 30-yard line, I believe. He got knocked down, and then there's a flag at the end of the play.
Yeah, I think they got a face mask.
So that'll be what, the 3rd or 4th face mask on the Highclimbers?
I think so, but there's a whole lot of talking over there on the sidelines.
Yeah, another personal foul on the Highclimbers. So after the first down run, they'll tack on another 15, which keeps giving the Bulldogs opportunities that they have yet to capitalize in this third quarter.
And that's a 3rd personal foul they've had in the second half.
Yeah. Now you have to take it that they're being dealt. So we'll march all the way to the 15-yard line again. And the last time the Bulldogs couldn't capitalize on that. Had a good play drawn up, just couldn't connect on the pass in the back of the end zone. So we got a man way out here. It looks like it's Wilson on the numbers on the near side of the sidelines. Becker goes under center. 3 guys behind him. Oh, I thought somebody jumped there. But I guess he didn't get everybody set. And I think there was a botched snap there. As Becker just kind of ended up sitting on that ball. And a loss of a yard on that play. 6.5 minutes to go in third quarter. Score is still 21-6 Shelton. North Mason has the ball and is in at the 15-yard line, 16-yard line of Shelton. With a 2nd and 11. Becker will hand it off and getting near the 5-yard line. I believe that was
48.
Was it 48 or was it 22? Oh, it was Dixon. It's 32. We were both wrong.
So much for guessing.
Yeah, DeAndre Dixon kind of limps off the field. And Daniel Berggraf is back in the lineup. So it's a 3rd and about 1 from the 5-yard line for North Mason. Berggraf comes wide on the near side. He's on the numbers. Becker under center with a full house backfield. Handoff goes to Grewell. Grewell cuts it back up. Gets the first down. Still fighting near the goal line. Still moving that pile. He gets in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That was all of Tyler that time.
Well, and one good thing about his linemen are still grunting away and pushing. They don't stop. Once they wait till the whistle blows, and we got a penalty down on the field.
Now we have another flag.
Oh no, I guess not. No, I guess that's.
Oh, that's a ball. Yeah. I saw that earlier. I thought it looked kind of like a ball or like a flag.
Yeah.
So it's now 21-12 as the Bulldogs get back on the board. They're going to go for 2 here. Looks like a little confusion in that North Mason huddle. And now there's a
Chinese fire drill
for Shelton. Highclimbers get the guys off the field. Becker goes under center. And he's back to pass. Oh, he's going to bootleg it out and he'll cut it back in for 2. Good
job.
That's a nice little change of pace there. Matt Becker adds 2 more, so it's now 21-14. Getting interesting, Lim.
And again, the touchdown was aided by, 2 personal fouls on this drive.
So 5:31 to go in the third quarter, and it's 21-14. We got ourselves a ball game. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back here on MasonWeb.com.
That's a keeper.
Yep.
Remember adventure? We do. Your family fun begins at explorehoodcanal.com.
So we're waiting for the kickoff from North Mason to Shelton. Bulldogs finally get back in this ball game, and they're down by 1 touchdown now, 21-14, but not with a little bit of aiding of some personal fouls on the Highclimbers.
Well, the bottom line is they scored a touchdown.
Yeah, they got in that end zone.
Yeah.
That should give them a little bit of a lift in confidence, and we'll see what Berggraf will do on this one.
Yep.
As he'll...
Thank you.
Is it still plugged in? We're good. All right, there's another low drive, line drive kickoff is going to roll all the way back to near the goal line. Henry will pick it up and manage to get to the 15 before he's swallowed under by a pack of dogs there, I guess. What are we looking at?
Number 10.
Oh, Berggraf's kind of gimpy coming up there. I'm just trying to deal with some technical problems here.
What do you want?
I don't know. It's not real. It'll be fine right there. I hope. As long as we stay connected, I'm good. And we're staying connected, so we're still on. And we also have another down man. Down at the 15 at the end of that play. Looks like there's a Bulldog down. Probably at the bottom of that pile. I didn't see who that was.
I didn't either.
I'm sure it's whoever made the tackle. We do have, is that Mason County Medic 1 over there? And it looks like it's McMo. It was number 40 up off of his own power. And let's see, do I have a 40 on my roster? I do not. I'm looking at 3 rosters and
I don't see it.
Don't have a 40 on there. Well, he's up off the field under his own power. So the Highclimbers have the ball, 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. 5:24 to go here in the third quarter. I formation. Beck will hand it off to Henry. Henry met at the line of scrimmage by number 57 for North Mason. That's Ty McConey. One of the big guys in the middle. Got to get by. McConey being 5'10", 220. Give him a couple yards, Henry, on the carry. 2nd down and 8 from the 18. That math doesn't work in my head. Start in the 15, so
nobody will know.
Okay.
Nobody knows.
Same formation again. Well, we had a Bulldog get a little too anxious. A bit of encroachment there.
Yep. Well, if it's offense, if it's encroachment. If it's defense, it's offside.
Okay. Okay.
Just so you know.
So I know. Okay.
If the offense goes offside, which would you and I in old school would call offside, the play stopped.
Okay. Either way, it's a penalty on North Mason.
Yeah.
We got 5 yards for Shelton.
I just had to impress you with my football knowledge.
Your football knowledge. It overwhelms me.
I'm overwhelmed all the time that I get it right.
So that makes it 2nd and 3 from the 23. Same formation again. Hand off to Henry. Henry has got some running. Nobody stopped him at the line of scrimmage. He's dancing his way up to the sidelines on the far side near the 40-yard line before he's brought down. You know, he kind of goes in spurts, I've noticed. He kind of sprints and then slows down, sprints and slows down. And in that area, he makes a little bit of an adjustment and it makes somebody miss.
He's pretty shifty.
Yeah, shifty. That's exactly the word I'm looking for.
I knew that. I knew that's what you were looking for.
We're getting there.
It's real.
I don't know if that's good or bad, but we're getting there, Lynn.
Yeah, it's really horrible when you and I are on the same wavelength.
Yeah. So 1st and 10 for Shelton on the 41. Beck back to pass. Throws over the middle. Incomplete. He missed his target completely.
Yeah.
I don't know where he was throwing.
And there was a short pass.
Yeah, it was a short pass. I think it was Forrest Hunter on the intended target. Or
and
was
this
it
is in his defense. It sure looks easy up here.
Oh, yeah. That's why we're up here.
Yeah.
If it was
I was also talking to the fans and the parents and whatever. It looks easy up here.
Well, it might have been one of those timing routes, throw to a spot, and the guy didn't get there in time. It's always a possibility. Okay, now we're having more computer problems. Okay. So 2nd and 10. Pitch to Henry. Henry coming around the near side, and he's just wrapped up after a short gain. And who was the guy who did that?
Number
32.
Yep.
DeAndre Dixon.
Notice that Grewell got in there, but they kind of got outside of him, and he took the right angle. It's just that they pitched the ball a little bit further than he could get, and whatever. But he's been a good disruptor tonight.
Give Henry a yard on the play. 3rd and 9 coming for Shelton. 3:45 to go in the third quarter. 21-14. Highclimbers with the lead in the ball. Jake Henry in the backfield. Jake Beck under center. He's going to do a rollout. Throws complete this time to Zane Vanderwall. He'll get up to near midfield.
Is a yard short.
Is he a yard short? Depending on the spot, the referee on the near side has him pretty close to first down.
Maybe a yard and a half short.
And the other one, the guy right there on the play, puts it just shy of the 50, so that is a yard short.
That's almost 2 yards short.
Now it's short either way.
Yep.
1, 2, doesn't really matter. It's short, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah.
But there's also some discussion. There is a penalty on the Highclimbers? What was that?
Must have been on the wide receiver. It had to be. On the wide receiver pushing.
So offensive pass interference negated that nice little gain there.
Yeah. And it might have been, if it's a dead ball, it will go out. Oh, no, I guess it's not. It's during the play, so.
Boy.
This would be third and, yeah.
Third and about, oh boy, that's a pretty big penalty there. I thought it was only a 10-yard penalty.
15-yard penalty.
Is it a 15-yard penalty?
So 20, 25.
24 yards.
24.
It was third and 9, so as he had 15, so then if you carry the 1, be third and 24.
I'm not even commenting. Not even going to comment.
And the ball is all the way back at the Shelton 27. Jake Beck wants to talk things over, I think.
See, I don't know what they're doing here.
So we have a timeout either way. So let's step aside for a short one and see if we can get everything straightened out when we come back. 3:22 to go in the third quarter, 21-14. This is the Mason County Cup. Shelton has the ball, but a third and long coming up.
Attention singers, musicians, and all types of bands. Would you like to get some exposure? Not that type of exposure.
Get out.
Wrong again. How would you like to have your music featured on Mason Web TV? We play music before our webcasts and also at halftime of our sporting events. All you have to do is send an MP3 of your original music to music@masonwebtv.com and we'll add it to our programming. The Bieber did it via the internet. Why can't you? That's music@masonwebtv.com.
And so we're back. We have a third and 24 for Shelton. Ball is spotted on their own 27-yard line. Big chunk of yardage for the Highclimbers to make up here. And it's going to be shotgun formation for Beck. He'll hand it off to Henry. And no going there. Met at the line of scrimmage by number 75, Connors Lundberg for the Bulldogs. That brings up fourth down.
I'll tell you what, him and 76 and 1 have played a really, really good defensive ball game tonight.
Yeah, Chad Schoenhoven.
Yes, we've called his name.
And Tyler Grewell. They've been ball hawks on that side. DeAndre Dixon's had a pretty nice evening.
Yes.
Both sides of the ball there. And now we'll get a punt as Bergraff will go back about his 45 to wait for the punt from Shelton. There's the snap. That's low, hits the ground. Not much of a rush there. And ball is kicked and hits at the 50. Goes sideways and it'll be down to about the 45 on the far sidelines. Maybe the 47. It'll be Bulldog ball there with 2 minutes, 33 seconds to go in the third quarter. You know, the pace of this game, Lim, is just kind of ground to a slow pace now.
Well, the problem is we've had so many penalties.
Right, that's true. That's part of it, yeah. I mean, we were at a really fast pace in the first half, and then this third quarter seems to be taking as long as the first half.
Yeah, and they're putting in, Shelton is passing a lot more than they did.
True.
So all that contributes to the longer game.
So the ball will be spotted at the 47 of North Mason. They trail by 1 touchdown. Becker will go under center. He'll send a receiver to the near side. That's Winslow. Man in motion is Dixon. Where's the ball? I even lost it. Right up the middle, because that was a great fake on the part of Becker, because I was looking at him and he didn't have the ball. And so was a number of Highclimbers. And I guess it went to Reinhardt straight up the middle. That play has had some potential, some good hits
Yeah, and again, like we talked about earlier in the first half, when they run straight ahead, they do very well.
So we're going to have another measurement. I've gone seasons without measurements, and we've had 2 tonight.
Yeah, we've had more than 2.
On the measurements? I thought this was our second one. That doesn't matter. Like I'm saying, we've gone seasons without having a measurement.
Yeah.
But I guess these guys want to make sure they get it right. Or, they're on Mason Web TV, they want to be stars.
Well, I don't know if that's it.
So is that a first down?
Either that or that referee's got to get better eyesight so he can call them.
Yeah, maybe. So that is enough for the first down. So it's 1st and 10 for North Mason on the Shelton 43-yard line. Winslow will come to the near side. Burgraff to the far side. Becker under center. Man in motion is Dixon, and Becker will keep it. He's still fighting. He'll get up to the 40-yard line before he's pulled backwards and down. And we have yet another Bulldog on the turf. Oh, yeah, this is just a leg cramp there. That's kind of indicative of these first games. You're not quite in condition. You're not being hydrated.
No.
Staying hydrated.
Yeah. Nault was defending him, and the kid fell down because he had a hand, a
cramp there.
And so Nault, did the thing that how you would react and tried to pull
stretch it out. Yeah.
Well, that's a safety issue for high school football. So just let him sit there. So he tried to do the right thing.
Yeah. Well, he's a nice kid. He really is.
Yeah.
So that will bring up a 2nd down and about 7. That's another thing that we've had a few little injuries here in the third quarter, slowed the pace down.
Hey, and I want to say, because I don't think probably the fans notice this, but both teams have good training staffs.
Mm-hmm.
You notice out there, there's 3 young ladies out there that came out there and fixed him up and stretched out his hamstring or whatever was wrong, and they're back. And one of the nice things about it is the coach came out, and after the trainers got out there, he left. So that shows that the coaching staff has a lot of confidence in those young ladies that are working in sports medicine.
So 2nd down for Becker and company. 1 receiver on the near side, full house backfield. Little play action. Becker going. He's hit as he throws, and that just came up short of Grewell on the pass. And that play was there if Becker didn't get hit as he threw. And another one. Grewell. Yeah. No, he's not coming out. Says, I'm good.
And again, they just haven't got enough water tonight. Salt and water to hydrate themselves.
Right, so that brings up 3rd down and about 7.
Yep, he's going to go out. He's going to go out.
Oh, now he's having a little bit of difficulty. But again, this is yet another thing that you usually find out in the first game of the season.
Well, and these guys that are going out are playing both ways. They don't never come off the field, so they don't get a chance to get all that water they should be getting.
Right, so the Bulldogs will call a timeout. I don't think they had enough time to get a playoff. And we'll step aside. We'll be right back here on MasonWebTV.com.
Packers,
Vikings, Red State, Blue State.
We come from different places.
Uptown.
But when we live united, we create real lasting change in the education, income, and health of our country.
United.
Real change won't happen without you. So give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Sign up at liveunited.org.
Traditional light bulbs actually generate 9 times more heat than light. Let's switch to Energy Star light bulbs and stop burning through cash. Saving energy saves you money.
And we are back with 1:39 to go in the third quarter. 21-14, Shelton leading North Mason in the Mason County Cup, the 3rd annual Mason County Cup. The Bulldogs have a 3rd down and 7 from the Shelton 40 when we resume play here after the timeout. Kind of just slowed the pace down of this game due to a number of factors. But it kind of feels to me that the Bulldogs are starting to get back to playing their kind of ball. Dixon in motion. He'll take the pitch going to the left. He's got some room to run, and he'll dive out of bounds. And I think I saw some flags go flying at the end of that play.
I think this could be holding on
North Mason.
Bulldogs. Yeah. I might be wrong.
Well, let's see what the guy in the white hat says. You are right, my friend.
Yes, holding.
So that'll come back. So that'll bring up 3rd and really long now. Brings the ball back to the 47-yard line. Minute 31 to go in the 3rd quarter. And Dixon will go hobbling off a little bit. Bulldogs in their huddle. Becker brings him out, sends Burgraff to the far side. Sends number 82, that's Zach Marks, to the near side. Wing T, Becker will keep it, pull it down, and up the middle he goes, gets to the 45, maybe the 44, and he's pushed back. No, that was not Becker. He did manage to get it to Grewell.
No, Grewell grabbed it when Becker was falling backwards and started running.
Oh, okay.
The play was already
dead. Okay, is that what's going on there?
Yeah.
So that brings up 4th down and about 12 from the 45-yard line. Minute 5 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Clock is running.
Now, Bulldogs are in the position now where they can play field position. They're within a touchdown. Rather than go for it on their 45, on Shelton's 45, they're going to kick it and hopefully pin them back a little ways.
Burgraff will do the kicking, and I am trying to see who's back there deep. I got a 3, but it's the second part of a 3. Can't see who's out back deep. The snap is off. Nice kick, however. Catching it at the 20 to the 25. Going backwards, and nice coverage. 23 was Travis Rauschner on the return. And the ball will be spotted at the 25-yard line, Lynn. I didn't see who got in there with the coverage on that, but that was a pretty nice hit there for the Bulldogs. So 27 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. 21-14 is our score. Shelton on top. The Highclimbers do have the ball. Beck under center. Has an I formation. Handoff goes to Henry. Henry dances his way to the outside. Gets to the outside. Gets up near the 40, but there is a flag back about the 33-yard line.
Got to be holding.
So we're coming back here now. Now you're right again. Another hold.
You can usually tell where they're thrown, where the flags are thrown, what they are.
What they are, yeah.
I mean, it isn't that I'm a genius.
No, you're giving away your secrets.
I'd like to take credit for being smart, but...
Stop giving away your secrets. Just because you've probably forgotten more about football than I know.
Well...
Brings up first and about 13. Ball back at the 22-yard line. I'm going to bring that play into the shot there. There we go. High formation again. One receiver to the far side. And off to Henry. Henry dances his way to the 30. Spins across and gets up to about the 32.
And notice he's always falling forward.
I have noticed that.
Always falls forward.
Can you teach that, or is that just instinct?
You can teach it, but a lot of it's instinct. With him, it's just a matter of speed and technique, and he just runs, gets his head down and runs.
So we are now through 3 quarters. Shelton Highclimbers leading the North Mason Bulldogs 21-14, after 3 in the Mason County Cup. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with the final 12 minutes of this ball game shortly on MasonWebTV.com.
Packers,
Vikings, Red State, Blue State.
We come from different places.
Uptown.
But when we live united, we create real lasting change in the education, income, and health of our country. Real change won't happen without you. So give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Sign up at liveunited.org.
Traditional light bulbs actually generate 9 times more heat than light. Let's switch to Energy Star light bulbs and stop burning through cash. Saving energy saves you money.
So we're waiting for the start of the 4th quarter. We have a 2nd and a 2 for Shelton Highclimbers on their own 32-yard line. They have a 7-point lead, 21-14. Now we should have an increased pace here, I would expect, for both teams. Handoff to Henry, met at the line of scrimmage. I believe that's Dixon who was the first guy there. Yes, it was DeAndre Dixon. Stopped him at the 35, short about a yard. Short for the first down marker, about the yard. So they'll bring 3rd down. People are starting to leave, Lim. Is it something we said?
Boy. What they want to do is they want to escape the traffic jam.
The traffic jam, yeah. Which will last about 2 minutes.
Yeah.
It's more of a traffic jam in the parking lot than there is on the streets here. We have a stoppage of before we get the play going here at the 3rd down and less than a yard. And
there he goes again.
Another measurement?
Gosh.
Maybe he needs to have, maybe you're right, he needs to have his eyes checked. But I think we are also working with a new chain gang here.
Either that or they have to have a better umpire referee that spots the ball. So he makes sure it's way behind the line or way in front.
That is really, really close to a first down. I'm thinking we're talking, maybe like a nose.
Credit card.
Yeah.
Holy schmoly.
And it's close. Want to make it right. So that's what, 3rd, 4th measurement in this ball game?
Yep. See, they got issues too.
Indicative of the first game. Conditioning and hydration. So it's 3rd and about a credit card, as Lim said, for the Highclimbers on their own 35-yard line. I think we have a fumbled ball, and I believe the Bulldogs have fallen on it. Grewell says, yeah, we got the ball. Of course, he'll say that any time.
Yeah, but see, here's what happened is he got in there quick before they got the handoff secured.
Bulldogs say they have the ball. Guy in the white hat with the stripes says Bulldogs have the ball, so North Mason is in business on the Shelton 36-yard line, I think.
I think number 75 was the guy that recovered the fumble.
Was it?
I think so.
So 75 is Connor Lundberg. He's had a good game this evening.
Yep.
And this might be the, this is the first turnover on the Highclimbers. It might be what the Bulldogs need to really push their momentum back.
Now you realize if they score 7 points, a touchdown and an extra point, we might be here for 6 overtimes.
I was thinking that when I was setting up my graphics. I actually put in overtime as my graphics, so I didn't expect that, but hey, it's possible. Becker's back to pass, steps up, he'll pull it down, he'll keep it, go straight up the middle, he's got a lot of field in front of him, down to inside the 15 to the 10-yard line before he is pulled down. Now that's something I would not have expected on the way that play was
I think it looked like a quarterback draw, but I don't think it was a quarter. I think he just saw everybody covered and just took off.
He had a nice wide lane right up the middle. So it's first and goal from the 10-yard line.
That's what seniors do.
He's a junior.
They make quicker decisions.
No, but he's a junior.
Oh, he is. Well, that's what juniors do.
But he has been playing this position since he was a freshman.
Yeah, so.
Becker under center again. Man in motion is Grewell. Pitch goes to Grewell. Trying to get around the edge on the near side. Gets to the 10, inside the 10 to the 5. There's a flag back.
I was watching. That's a bogus call. That was a bogus call.
It says a bogus call.
Remember I was showing you they got to block that first guy? He saw the back of the guy blocking and bogus.
So Lim doesn't like that call.
Oh.
I'm sure when Coach Beavers takes a look at his tape, he won't like that call. Of course, he
won't.
probably doesn't like the call now.
I was watching it to see if they blocked the lead guy.
So we'll march it back 10 yards from the point of the infraction and bring the ball all the way back to the 24-yard line. And it's first and goal from there.
God, here we go again.
And we have another Bulldog.
Referee timeout.
There's a Bulldog down behind Becker. You can't really see him.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, I'm sorry. I erased those thoughts from my mind.
Well, at least they're aware of what's going on with the players, and that's what really counts, right?
Yep, that's absolutely right.
You got to keep these guys safe.
Yeah.
And make sure they have fun.
Well, especially when they're down on the ground.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So we have 10:57 to go in this ball game. 21-14 is our score. Shelton on top. North Mason with the ball. They have a first and goal from the 24 now after the call that Lim was saying is he doesn't agree with it. Let's put it that way.
I don't agree with it. And you'll see on video you won't agree either.
You're probably right.
And now one of the problems with a lot of the Bulldogs being on the ground and whatever is the fact that a lot of them play both ways. There are a lot of juniors and seniors that have a lot of experience, so they're playing both ways, and so they don't get a chance to get on in the sidelines and get water.
Yeah, get the hydration that they need. But this is just I remember a lot of first games of the season going this way, but I don't remember it being quite like this. It's not exactly warm out, but it's not cold by any means. And that kind of does play into your mind that you don't need that, the water, the H2O.
And again, the training staff from North Mason, I think, are all girls, and they're out there taking care of business. And one of the nice things about it is the coaches are letting them take care of it, so they must have all the training they need to be sports medicine and first aid people.
So they wind the clock. Clock is running. It is first and goal from the 24-yard line for North Mason. Becker will go under center with a full house backfield and a one-man wide, and that's Burgraff to the far side of the field on the numbers. Becker, a little play action. He's going to pass to Burgraff. Nice pass, a little long, but Burgraff is going to catch it. Touchdown, it goes. Bulldogs, same play as the last touchdown to Burgraff at this end of the field, but there was only a single coverage there.
And the same guy was covering as did the end of the first half.
So Burgraff pulls the Bulldogs within a point.
Yep. And all he has to do is worry about getting the ball up high enough and make it a jump ball.
Well, Daniel Burgraff is quite the athlete. At 6'4", he's got some hops, as they say.
Yep.
And Burgraff will be there to attempt to kick the extra point. Last time he did this, it was about 5 yards short. Maybe he'll put a little bit more leg into it, and he does. And we've got our new ball game, folks, all tied up. 21 all, and we're not in the end of the third. Excuse me while I change my graphic to the fourth quarter. Try that. There we go. Now we got it right. 21 all is our score. 10:28 to go here in the ball game. North Mason and Shelton knotted up in a good one. We'll be right back.
Nearly everything we depend on wields the immense power of electricity. Skyscrapers that hold our commerce, ovens that warm our food, hospital beds that chirp our heartbeats. But they say, with great power comes great responsibility. This bodes well for hydropower, because in the Northwest, Northwest, it provides 90% of our clean, renewable energy and keeps 100% of our air clean.
All right, so it's 21 all. 10:28 to go here in the ball game. North Mason, Shelton, Mason County Cup, the third annual. See what the Highclimbers can do. Now they did return a kickoff for a touchdown earlier. That was kind of a kick to short to one of the up guys. And what do you do? I mean,
well, you do what you do. You kick it over the first line of defense or whatever, and kick it in the second group so that somebody has to handle it. Isn't used to handling it.
There's a run up. That one's a end over end kick that is taken at the 25 and to the 30, 35, 40, 50 now, just shy of the 50. And I believe that was, number 6 is Forrest Hunter on the return there. Gets up just shy of the 50 on that kickoff return.
Okay, now, offensive line for Shelton. Defensive line for the Bulldogs. Who's going to win the battle? Whoever wins the battle could dictate the outcome of the game.
Well, the Shelton offensive line, at least in the third quarter, was making some nice little holes for Henry. But the Bulldogs defensively have... a little broken play there. As Beck I think he was looking to hand it off, and there was nobody there.
Nobody's here.
And he wisely decided to run upfield. And got just shy of the line of scrimmage. Maybe lost a yard. And I'd say basically no gain on that. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Clock continues to run. 9:50 to go in the ball game. 21 all. Shelton and North Mason. Highclimbers have the ball. Single setback for Beck. He'll toss it over to Henry. Henry goes to the left side, dances down the numbers, spins, gets up near the first down marker. Fans like that one. That was a pretty little moves there.
Yeah, well, and they blocked the corner. Once you get the corner blocked, you can get around that end. All of a sudden, the guy with Henry's caliber can kind of pick and choose where he wants to go.
So that one, it looks like it's just short of the first down marker, so it's 3rd and less than 1. No measurement needed that time.
Thanks, you took the words out of my mouth.
Although it's really close. 9 counting in the ball game. Henry gets the call again, gets to the line of the scrimmage, and he'll get enough for the first down, crossing the 40.
Now, if you watch the angle of Grewell, if you watch him, he goes a little bit. If he bananas a little bit, they have a pretty good play. If he goes right down the line, gets in the backfield, and then goes right down the line, he usually is quick enough. He just catches the guy. But then he's got to watch that they don't come outside of him.
So 1st and 10 from the 40 for Shelton. Handoff goes to Henry again. He gets to the numbers, gets to the 30 before he's pulled down. Another first down for Shelton. On the tackle was number 88 for North Mason. That's Austin Womack. Inside the 30, spot the ball at the 29. 1st and 10 for Shelton. Clock continues to run now. 8:45 to go and counting. Beck will go under center with an offset eye. 2 receivers to the far side. Nolt's in the ball game. Handoff goes to Henry, and breaking that up is Grewell. You were right there. Grewell blew in there and tripped him up in the backfield. Got back to the line of scrimmage.
If he gets down the line real quick, just gets right off that either offensive end or tackle and gets right down the line real quick, he can stop that. Now, if they get outside of him, the linebackers and the cornerbacks have to take care of their job.
So 2nd and 10 from the 29. Same formation as the last time. Beck gets the snap, fakes the pitch, hands it off to Nault, and Nault, the fullback, gets up near the 20-yard line. That was a nice little power run. He wasn't looking at the laterals to everybody in like he does in rugby.
Well, they're just trying to go away from flow that time.
7:40 to go in the ball game. 3rd and 1 at the 20-yard line for Shelton. Here, Climber Power being over here to our left, the Shelton fan. Little mix up in the which side you want to be on. Everybody set. Beck goes under center. Pitch goes to Henry. Henry going to the left, trying to get that angle. Gets the first down, and he's pulled down from behind.
First down.
But he did get the first down. Keep the sticks moving. Didn't see who pulled him down. But it was a guy in that white jersey.
See, if you notice on the right side, I don't mean to pump Gerwell up too much, but you notice he got in there real quick and got on the ground.
Yeah.
And so anyway.
So 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line of North Mason are the Highclimbers. Again, that offset eye. And off to Henry. Henry steps back in the middle and right into a pile. Gets up to the 10, though. So how much time do you want to take off this clock if they're Highclimbers? As much as possible?
Yep. You're in no hurry. You got 6 minutes plus.
Well, you don't want to give the Bulldogs any opportunities.
If let's say they fumble right now, they still are tied.
Right.
And so you'd like to probably take it down to about 1 or 2. We'll take it down to 2 seconds.
So Beck goes under center, hands it off to. That would be a Nault, but their whistles before the play developed. And flag down. Yeah, offsides on the Bulldogs. So that should give the Highclimbers first down, 1st and goal. 6:10 to go in the ball game.
And the Highclimbers have not fumbled the ball tonight.
That's true.
So you have to stop them if you're the Bulldogs.
So 1st and goal from the 5-yard line for Shelton. 6:10 to go in the ball game. Clock is running. Beck under center, I formation. Hand off to Henry. And the first guy through there to slow him down was Grewell, and then everybody else cleans it up. He's just getting in there.
Yeah.
He's just blasting everywhere.
Yeah. Well, he's low, he's quick, and he's just diving. He's just diving for the quarterback, or not quarterback, but
whoever has the ball.
Yeah, he's just stuffing that side.
So it brings up 2nd and goal from the 5. We're approaching 5.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Some little offset eye now with Nault back to pass goes back, throws it over, got a guy there, off his fingertips, incomplete. Just a little out of the grip of Zane Vanderwall.
Interesting too. They just had him drop back and throw to his right. Didn't have him running to his right and throwing across his body or rotate.
That does stop the clock with 5:21 to go in the ball game. And it's a 3rd and goal from the 5. 21 all. That same formation again. Gabe Rena, the man wide, hand off to Nault. He'll get in there. That's a touchdown. Brian Nault in the Highclimbers. That puts Shelton on top. 27-21. Point after coming, Lim. Well, I didn't realize the band is in the stands. It's the first time they've been playing from the stands. So the Highclimbers are going to kick the point after.
And this isn't automatic either.
No, not at all. And the ball is kicked straight up the middle, and that makes it 28 to 21. Shelton now leads by a touchdown with 5:16 to go in the ball game. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with see what the Bulldogs can muster in this last few minutes.
Seconds count. In just 30 seconds, a small fire inside your home can double in size, or an oxygen-starving seizure can kill 1 million brain cells. Seconds count. So when you call 911, take a deep breath and answer every question, starting with the very first one.
911, what is the location of your emergency?
911 needs your exact location. 911 needs to know where to go.
Wait a minute, I would have.
Okay, we're waiting for the kickoff. Okay, this is internet, not the radio. I don't know what you were saying, but we won't dwell on it. 5:16 to go in this ball game at 28-21. Shelton on top, kicking it back to the North Mason Bulldogs in the Mason County Cup. And here come here's the kick, high end over end. Greenwell will take it at the 24. Going out to the south side, gets to the 35. He's up the far sideline, so near the 40-yard line before he's pulled down. And that's where the Bulldogs will start their drive, see what they can put together.
Very respectful return.
So 1st and 10 for Matt Becker and company from their own 40-yard line.
And the Bulldogs have plenty of time. 5 minutes, even though they're a ground-oriented offense. They gotta pick up some yardage, and there's no reason to panic yet.
Well, I'm sure Coach Beavers would like to see just grinded out kind of drive. A pitch goes to Burgraff. He's trying to get the angle, gets around the guy, gets back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe got a couple.
Gets out of bounds.
Yeah, he got out of bounds. He got a couple yards. And he was almost caught in the backfield there, but managed to leg that one out.
Oh, gosh, here we go again.
I can't see who that is, but it's right there on the sidelines. So obviously, no, it's a Bulldog player because here come the ladies in blue, I would say.
Oh, it's great. They're very dedicated, enthusiastic. And the thing that's nice about it, I graduated from the University of Washington as an athletic trainer. And the thing that really puts a smile on my face, Beaver's just sitting over there, and these girls are taking care of the situation, which tells me he has total confidence in what they're doing, and they've been trained well, and he knows that whatever the right decision to make, they're going to make it and take care of the athletes.
Well, where this player is down is right there on the sidelines in front of the Highclimber bench, and there's a couple of trainers there. So there's a full house of good people out there, making sure these guys are okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Highclimber player. I thought it was a guy in a white uniform.
And I think the staff from North. Well, I don't know. Is that the North Mason staff?
No, well, there was, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a young lady in blue. So I think they're just working together. So we have a 2nd down and 8 from the 42-yard line for North Mason.
And there they go. They run back. They're going back over to their bench. Good job, girls.
So 5:01 to go here in the ball game. Becker under center. He's got one receiver. Greenwell goes in motion. Becker with it. No, he'll hand it off. He handed it off to first guy through there. That is Reinhold. That's, he's very deceptive in his handoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just blowing me. I'm thinking the play's going the other way.
Well, and when you're a referee and you're refereeing the triple, you've got to make sure that you pay attention. You got to make sure you don't blow your whistle too quick. Because one time when I was coaching at Hoquiam, we had a fullback got the ball, and he went right up the middle, and he was about 20 yards past the line of scrimmage going for a touchdown, and the side judge blew the whistle dead because I won't tell you what our coaching staff did.
I understand. I would imagine. So 3rd and 3 from the 47. Little play action in.
Ouch.
Oh, nobody blocked. Who was that came blasting in there from the corner position? I'm waiting for see the whole number. Number 50. That is Tyler Justice. Just blew in there, and Becker never saw him coming.
Needless to say, that was supposed to be a flow that way, come back around,
right.
Naked bootleg.
Right, and he looks up, and there's number 50 in his face. Loss of 7 on the play. It's 4th and 10.
Ooh.
And it's hit the ball's back at the 40-yard line. The Bulldogs are gonna punt because Burgraff is in there. Could this be the pivotal play that changed the defensive play that changed the momentum here?
Oh.
And if the Highclimbers are gonna go after this, looks like it. Burgraff gets it off.
Oh, they don't.
Ball, there's nobody back there. Ball hits at the 30 and just kind of dies. It's down right there at the 33-yard line.
Okay.
So now the Bulldogs need to stop to get to keep themselves in this game. It's 3 minutes 2 seconds. Climbers up 28-21. Highclimbers on offense.
I think we're at the desperation part of the game.
Possibly. 3 minutes.
They can't give them a first down.
Yeah, that's very true. You need a stop here. That I formation. One receiver. Hand off to Nault. Is it Nault this time? First guy through the fullback is through. I don't know if it's Nault or is it Hunter. Actually, it was Zane Vanderwall. There you go. But we do have a little bit of laundry out there, Lynn. And it's on the Bulldogs.
Too many men on the field. Illegal participation. Had 12 guys on the field, I think.
Yeah, that's a first down. So that's not what you want if you're a Bulldog fan. If you're a Highclimber fan, yeah, you want that first down marker and you want the clock to continue to run. Ball is spotted just shy of the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 for Shelton. They have a 7-point lead, 28-21. 2:54 to go here in the ball game. The 3rd annual Mason County Cup. One receiver right here on the sidelines for Beck and company. And we're doing a little.
Watch this guy
I know
right
what they're
here.
doing. They're watching the referee. There he goes. Now he's got to get a snap. Hands it off to Henry. Henry dances his way to the 50. Staying in bounds. And the clock is running with 2:29. 2:26, and the Bulldogs call timeout. So we'll step aside, and we'll be back in just a moment here on MasonWebTV.com.
Remember adventure? We do. The adventure begins at ExploreHoodCanal.com.
So 2:26 to go here in the ball game.
They get 3. I don't know how many they do.
Shelton 28, North Mason 21. High Climbers have a second down and 5 from the 50-yard line. The same formation as last time. One receiver right near the edge there. Hand off to Henry. Henry tracked down from behind by Grewell, but he gets up to the 45. Should be enough for the first down. Clock is running. Well, we'll run once they set the sticks. 2:19. And there it goes. I think at this point that was the last timeout the Bulldogs had, Lim.
Did it?
I'm thinking it is. Because I would imagine he'd be calling another timeout, but I could be wrong.
Well, it doesn't make any difference if they don't get a stop.
So 2 minutes. Beck will go under center now. Bulldogs blitz. Handoff goes to Hunter. Grewell in there. Stopped him right at the line of scrimmage. And now there's another timeout. So I guess that should be it for the Bulldogs and their timeouts, with 1:45 to go and a 2nd and 10 for Shelton at their Bulldog 45. So Lim, kind of looked like it was going to be one-sided there in the beginning. Bulldogs came back and made it more interesting.
Yeah, and if I'm the Bulldogs, the coaching staff, you say, hey, listen, we didn't play well. We had 2 fumbles.
Mm-hmm.
They capitalized on them. Let's give them credit, but let's also give us credit because we came back.
Right.
If you're Shelton, you're saying, hey guys, this is the start of our rebuilding process. We beat North Mason, who had a lot of upperclassmen. Let's just work hard and keep the momentum going forward. And then they're going to get in the league play.
Well,
reality's going to check in.
Yeah, but they say this is a good tune-up game. Next week, the High Climbers travel to Summer, another playoff team in the 2A. That'll be another test. And then they get into their league play.
Yeah, so there's positives for both teams.
Henry back in there, I believe. He gets the call and got maybe a yard there. 1:34 and counting on that clock. So 3rd and 9. And we're under 1:20 now. Yeah, it's obvious that the Bulldogs are now out of timeouts. Beck will hand it off to Forrest Hunter. Gets stopped at the line of scrimmage. We're under a minute to go in the ballgame. And that brings up 4th down. You run one more play?
Yep, I run a play. I run a 4th down play.
And the clock is now approaching 30 seconds. A 4th and 10 from the 35, or 45, excuse me, for the High Climbers. Down to 20, and they're going to take the penalty of delay of game, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 20 seconds is where the clock stops. We'll mark it back 5 yards. Now you got to run. You got to snap the ball now. So it does appear that the Mason County Cup is going back to Shelton, as the High Climbers. Oh, they did start the clock. How did they start the clock? No, they now got a timeout on the field. I don't understand why the clock was even started. Because it's a delay of game penalty, doesn't that stop the clock?
Yeah. Should be 20 seconds.
Should be 20 seconds. So that's what it was before they went there. And they got to relay that up to the booth to get that fixed. I think the referee wants 21 seconds. If I'm reading his hand signals right. Just get on the headset.
Yeah.
3.
Maybe he's giving him extra seconds because Shelton cheated.
Well, I saw it. So now we got to get this clock figured out here. As the Highclimbers took a timeout there. As it's just a matter of running one more play and running the clock out here. At 31 seconds. That's interesting. Generous. Because I looked up there at the end of the play, it was 20. Yeah. So they're going to put 31 seconds back on the clock. So I think you give it to Jake Henry and let him run around a little bit. No, they're going to punt.
No, they're not going to punt.
They're not going to punt?
He'll run around. Okay. Oh, yeah.
No, they're going to punt?
They did, yeah.
Burgraff will let it just bounce down inside the 20, near the 16-yard line. And then the Bulldogs will have at least one last gas. 23 seconds to go. Ball is 1st and 10 on the 17-yard line. 28-21. It's just a matter of seeing what the Bulldogs can muster. They've got 83 yards to go.
Hook and ladder.
Yeah, there's always that. There is always that. So Becker back to pass, and he's going to slip out of a tackle, kind of shuffle it to one of the linemen, which is not a legal play. So that'll pretty much do it. As we have flags going in there, an ineligible man with the ball. Kind of just floated it over the heads of the Highclimbers. And let's see here. One of the offensive linemen caught it. So we do have 15 seconds on the clock. So we'll march it back 5 yards and do a 1st and 15 from the 10. And wind the clock. Becker is going to throw a desperation to Grewell. Grewell catches it, and he's immediately tackled, and that will pretty much do it as the last 5 seconds will tick off the clock. And it is a final score of 28-21. Shelton taking the Mason County Cup back to the Highclimber City, I guess I could say. And that is your final 28-21. All the Highclimbers are out there. I don't see the cup at all, but it's out there somewhere.
The exuberance of youth.
Oh, yeah. But Shelton begins their 2014 campaign with a 28-21 win over North Mason Bulldogs in the Mason County Cup. And there's the cup. I see the cup there.
There you.
Yeah, it's in the hands of Mark Swafford, walking across at the 40-yard line. Let me get a better shot here.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
And we will see Mark Swafford hand it off. Usually you don't even get to see it this close up. So there's Mark with the cup. They're shaking some hands. So the Mason County Cup returns to Shelton. Highclimbers are, 2-1 in this third 3-year tradition that they started. It's almost as if he doesn't want to give it up, Lim.
Yeah, I think he's trying to regroup some of his players to do it in a sportsmanship-like way.
Yeah, Mark Swafford is the athletic director at North Mason. And the Highclimbers celebrating their victory. I'm still waiting for the passing of the cup, which kind of sounds funny, but the passing of the cup.
I'm not even going to comment.
Okay, here go the Highclimbers trotting towards the cup. And there is Mark Swafford.
Great tradition. Great tradition. Humble in victory and humble in defeat. That's great. I really enjoy this right here. There you go. One of the captains giving it to one of the captains of the Shelton Highclimbers.
So it looks like DeAndre Dixon.
What it's all about right there, folks. What it's all about. The relationships, the moments are more important sometimes than the thrill of victory or agony of defeat. Good job. Both teams, excellent.
So the Mason County Cup returns to Shelton as the Highclimbers knock off the Bulldogs 28-21. And it's a nice little camaraderie, which is something that we all like to see here, trying to make this into one county, Mason County. And Lim, you probably are not aware of the third high school here in Mason County is Merriam Knight, little B school out there in Matlock.
Actually, I used to referee basketball games out there all the time when I was in Oakland.
Yeah, well, I've been working with the athletic directors to try and get Merriam Knight involved in this Mason County Cup in some way. I mean, they play 8-man football out there.
Yeah.
My suggestion was to have the JV of whoever wins this game play Merriam Knight, but that was not necessarily unliked, but just wasn't something that they decided to do. There's been a suggestion maybe they do a little exhibition at halftime or before the game in a little 8-man thing.
Or what they could do is the winner of tonight, JV team plays a prelim to the winner plays Merriam Knight next year.
Yeah, that's something that would be very interesting to me. And the idea was that there was also a lot of concern about field conditions. You don't want to chew up the field early on if you're doing back-to-back games or something like that. And North Mason's getting a new high school I think I'll be ready for next year, and then they'll have a new stadium, so we might have one of the artificial turfs up there. I believe that's the goal there, so that may be possible in the future, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, Len, thank you for joining us.
My pleasure again.
And
all I say to North Mason is get in the playoffs so we can follow you.
We'll do our best. Maybe we'll do a critical game down the stretch.
Yeah.
For the Bulldogs. We'll see how the Highclimbers do, although it's going to be a tough road for them, especially with the league realignment as it did.
Yeah.
So again, the final is 28-21. Shelton takes the Mason County Cup, the third annual Mason County Cup. And I want to thank everybody who stuck with it. I know we had our technical difficulties, and we will get better. How's that, Lim?
Yep.
We will upgrade if we have to. All right, well, thank you for joining us. So Mason County Cup returns to Shelton with a 28-21 victory over North Mason. And we begin into regular play. Let's see, Shelton travels to Sumner next Friday. North Mason hosts Elma a week from tonight.
Yeah.
That'll be an interesting contest.
In more ways than one.
Yes. All right, thanks to Lynn Elway for joining the webcast crew. Thanks to all of you for sticking with us. And again, the final 28-21, Shelton over North Mason.